Hello, boys and girls. Good afternoon. This is Ms. Howard from Valley West Elementary. I am your fourth grade ELA teacher. I am so excited to speak with you today, and I am happy about making this wonderful video. Today, our video will be about theme. Yes, one of my favorite skills to recognize is theme, the theme of a story or a movie. In this case, we're going to look at one in a movie. So before we get started, I want to start off by explaining to you what the objective is going to be. The goal is by the end of this video is that you are able to use 3 different skills to help you figure out what is a theme or a moral of a story. The first question we ask is, what is theme? What is a theme, Ms. Howard? A theme is the lesson the author wants the reader to learn from the story. Oftentimes, when we pick up a book or we watch a movie, sometimes we try to retain the facts or the new information that we learned, but pay attention. Sometimes an author will put a theme or a moral in that story. A theme tells us what is the best and right thing to do to ensure a good life and a good outcome. It's helping you to make good choices. Themes can be discovered by a few different ways. Here's some things you can do to help discover the theme. First, you need to pay close attention to what the characters say and do. Ask yourself, why did the character say or do this? Sometimes you'll read or in a story, or you will be watching a movie and a character will do something that will utterly surprise you. Those are some aha moments that you really, really need to pay attention to, because those moments will help you to connect the dots to creating or understanding the theme. Next, I want you to try to discover the results or the consequences of their actions. Were the consequences good or bad for the character? First, pay attention to that action. Next, what was the result of it? These things help us to discover the theme and moral. Again, answering these questions will lead to the theme. There's a couple of ways that you can spot the theme in the story. Sometimes the author puts it right in the story. First, themes are always expressed in a complete sentence. A theme will never be just one word or one letter or a picture or a punctuation mark. It will be expressed in a complete sentence. Next, the theme will never have the name of any characters in the sentence. It will be a very general statement that can apply to any person reading or any person in the story. The last thing to help you spot a theme in a story is that it will be true for just about anyone. Themes can help anyone at any stage of life. So let's try to put this in practice using one of Miss Howard's favorite movies called A Bug's Life. Some of the main characters are, everyone knows Flick. He is a very different type of ant than all of the rest of the colony. He has different dreams and different aspirations than what everyone expected him to do. Then we have Princess Alta. She is the ruler of the colony. She makes the rules. She makes sure everyone is safe and that the colony is working together. And of course, we have all of the ants in the colony. One big, large, happy family and community. Then we have the antagonist or the problem or the person who starts our conflict. We have Hopper and his gang. So basically, most of the ants would typically work pretty hard all year long. Their goal was to Their goal was to gather enough seeds and grains while there were plenty so that they can store up for the whole year long. However, Hopper had a different plan for the colony. Hopper wanted all of the ants to not only gather seeds for themselves, but he wanted them to do twice the work and gather seeds for him and his gang, which is totally unfair and not right. Again, we're paying attention to the characters and the things they say and the things they do. Princess Alta is ultimately forced to submit to the greedy Hopper. How unfortunate. So now the ants are forced to meet their demands. All the ants are forced to work twice as hard to meet the greed of Hopper. So our hero in the story, Flick, he decides, again, we're paying attention to what someone's doing. He decides to do something about the bully and put an end to this. Flick goes out into the world and finds the most unlikely help. He finds members of a circus, bugs that are in a circus. These bugs in the story are somewhat like outcasts, and they also don't quite fit into the crowd. However, together, they put their minds together and they said, we're off to save the day. We can do anything together. Here are two other moments of the movie where I wanted you to pay attention to compare and contrast. We have Flick, who appears to be hiding behind a leaf. And here we have another ant who appears to be exhibiting bravery. Can you pay attention to the difference in the pictures and can you discover who's afraid and who is brave? With the help of new friends, Hopper was ultimately defeated. We are greater together in numbers. As you can see in this picture, we have all the ants behind and we have all the new friends. However, they are united together. They are happy that they have defeated Hopper and his evil gang. The theme or moral of this story is that together, even the smallest can achieve the greatest goal. A Bug's Life. I hope you enjoyed um, that review of that movie. And if you haven't seen it, I do hope you get a chance to see it. It's a good movie. And let's see. I'm going to give you a little bit of practice. I want you to see what is the theme of this clip from Lion King.
The weather. Very peculiar, don't you think? Yeah. Looks like the winds are changing. Change is good. Yeah, but it's not easy. I know what I have to do, but going back means I'll have to fix my past. Ow! Jesus, what was that for? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Yeah, but it still hurts. Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. You see? So what are you going to do? First, I'm going to take your stick. No, not the stick. Hey! Where are you going? I'm going back. Good. Go on! Get out of here!